Hi, this is the Chop Saki Otaku again, and this is my review of Drunken Master 2. Gotta think about this one. This one's kind of a hard decision on which to choose as a final verdict between rent or skip. I have to say skip only because they didn't include the moves of the 8 fairies like in the first one. So yeah, just skip it because they didn't include the names of the moves, where in the first one they said the names of all the moves were based on the 8 drunken fairies, whereas this one they didn't say that the moves that the drunken moves that are based on the 8 drunken fairies. And so he just does these moves that are called drunken boxing, but they don't tell you what they are, where it comes from, or anything. They don't tell you the names of the moves. I really like it when martial art movies tell you the names of moves. It's really cool. Not a lot of dub movies do that. More subtitled and does that, which is nice. But this one doesn't even do that, or even talk about the 8 drunken fairies. In fact, this movie doesn't have any connection with the first Drunken Master at all. You could watch it without seeing the first Drunken Master. Nothing. Not even talking about the 8 drunken fairies to connect the 2 movies. I know that they're like 30 years apart, but come on, Jackie Chan and the other people involved. You can't even tell me the 8 drunken fairies, that the moves that Jackie Chan does that are based on the 8 drunken fairies, to just something to connect the 2. So that's why I say skip, because it doesn't even try to connect to the first one. I mean, its real title's Drunken Master 2. Its American title's called The Legend of Drunken Master. But anyway, that's another thing here. So, and so that's why I say skip, because it doesn't even try to connect the 2. You can literally watch the second one without seeing the first one, and you would understand it completely. I know it's 30 years apart, but there should be at least something to actually connect these 2 movies, other than just the main other than just the star and the main character is Wong Fei Hong. That's a load of horse crud. Heck, even the Once Upon a Time in China series with Once Upon a Time in China 4 and 5, they got a new actor, Vincent Zhao. So this is bullcrap. So yeah, stay away from this one. It's not as bad as some other ones, like the top 10 list, but it is pretty bad. I'd say skip it. Only watch this if you're like some kind of hardcore Jackie Chan fan or something, if you need to see this. But otherwise, you know, just skip it. But I wouldn't say this is Jackie Chan's worst movie. I'd say far from it. I would say this is a good Jackie Chan movie. One of the few that I can stand watching. This and the first Drunken Master is the only 2 that I really like from Jackie Chan. The worst Jackie Chan movie? Ooh, God, that's a really good question. I'd have to say just the tuxedo, just in terms of that they didn't really understand this one bug. What was it called? Well, Roger Ebert explains it better in Your Movie Sucks. But there's like this bug, I don't know, water slider, skier, something, I don't know. It can like slide on water or some kind of bug. Anyway, they got mixed up. Some kind of water bug that the movie said. Well, I shouldn't say mixed up, but they just didn't know about bugs or didn't really care. Some bug that goes into water or something, I don't know. Watch the review on Your Movies. Read the review on Your Movie Sucks. But basically, some bug that they said has a queen but doesn't, and it lives in like by water or something. I don't know. Read the review. So that's it, just in terms of that they didn't get the bugs right. And I know that shouldn't be a big deal and stuff, but that is a big deal to me. I'm sorry, but if you're doing a movie and your thing is bugs that that your key is to bugs, you should really study bugs. Talk to people who study bugs as a consultant. Talk to bugologists or whatever who people study bugs and say, we want to use bugs as the thing to spread this water that can spread this chemical into water that can kill people. Is there anything that we can do as a queen or whatever, or something? I mean, or even if it isn't a queen, I'm sure there's a way you could do it using bugs as a reliable source or real source thing, other than just saying a bug has a queen when it really doesn't. There's ways to do it. There's people who study bugs, and there's other things like plants as well. Plants that bugs get that, you know, use something in plants. The bugs go to the plant and eat something from the plant and then spread it to the water or something. I don't know. But you can do something, you know. Don't, you know, that's just being lazy. Is a bug that isn't run by a queen and then says that it is just for the sake of the movie. You know. But that's in the Tuxedo movie. But this movie's still good. I'll say, you know, if you like Jackie Chan, you'll like it. It is better than most of his movies. But I'd still say Drunken Master is the best movie of his. Just in terms of just great action scenes and how they explain everything of the drunken fairies.